This is the sound system that I've been working off and on for quite a while. I think I'm close now. Here's the power is coming in through a 5-volt power supply plugged into the outlet, and inside the train we would have a 5-volt regulator like that to take track power. So the 5 volts is fed to this little bus here. So we got 5 volts. 5 volts are going 1 to a radio receiver, 2 to a soundboard, and 3 to a little amplifier that also goes to a speaker. This is a relay board, and it takes the radio controlled signal which comes into this board. It takes that signal and converts it to a button push which goes to this soundboard. So when I push a button here, it goes to that board, and that board acts on its instructions, and one of its instructions is to make a noise, and then it sends that noise out. So when I push the button, you'll see this light. I don't know what happens. The light beeps here to show that, there, see that red light? And there's that red light, and there's another red light, and then you'll see a red light flashing on the soundboard. Can't see it very well, but it is. And then you'll hear some kind of a muffled chuffing sound, and that's coming from me holding this button down. When I let go, it stops.
Right.
There's another one that just makes a sound, a voice.
Right. Right. Right.
If I hold it, it
Right.
continues.
Right. Right.
So I've got a sound and I got a voice. That's just a matter of formatting a piece of memory file and storing it on that board, and then I can have more sounds. I can have 4 types of sounds, different methods of operating, and this works with 5 volts. And we can put 5 volts off of a regulator, and maybe somehow that's not that bad. 1, 2, 3 sizable boards, and then an amp and a speaker. It's not that bad, okay? And I'm going to try to prove that. I don't know if I can do it today, but I'm going to try to prove it. I have some little PC boards. I can kind of put this thing together and just see if I can't put them onto something and stack it in here and put it on top of this tender chassis and wire it up and make it work on there. That's the objective. Put it on here and then put that on top, and then put it on the track, and then run 5 volts to it, and then tell it to do something. That'd be cool, huh? All right, so I'm going to work on the sounds files. So I got 4 buttons, 4 sounds, and then I'm going to work on trying to stuff this into a tender. Meanwhile, I'm letting all of this cook in my brain. I need to get this engine, these boards, and the soundboard stuffed in. But really, I'm kind of waiting on this smoke board. We've got this now engineered as a lid for the smoke, so it bolts on here and hangs out, but it's all of the smart smoke regulator stuff, okay? Then we have the soundboard for the chuff, which we're also getting re-engineered, and it's going to be a little smaller. And then we have our puff board. You know, we got to figure out, we've got one here, we could put one here on a diagonal, one here. If we can't fit that in this engine, then something's going to have to go in with all this junk stuff. And I'm not sure what that would be, but we'll figure it out. This is a small engine too. Bigger engines, this is going to be easier. But this is the Atlantic. This is the smallest. It's not really smart sometimes to start with the smallest. I could move on. I have the other engine. I had it here a minute ago. I know. There it is. There it is. There's the royal blue in, what'd you call it, right? So I do have a bigger engine. Maybe that's a smarter move. Just go to the royal blue. And Hit's tender is bigger too, by the way, so it might be a better approach. Anyway, we're getting there.
Right.
We're getting there. You wait. You'll see. It's gonna be awesome. Later, gang.